I'm going to let you in on what happened, where we made some mistakes, and why we're taking this big turn.
You saw Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau admitting to making some mistakes on social media. What was the mistake he was talking about?
Immigration. Let's talk about it. So we're doing something major. We're reducing the numbers of immigrants that will come to Canada.
Canada has drastically cut down the number of tourist visas it is issuing to Indians. The success rate of visas has dropped from around 80% to 20% or even lower. So what is Canada's plan? Canada's new immigration plan aims to reduce the number of permanent residents admitted to the country, targeting 395,000 in 2025, which is nearly a 20% drop from the 485,000 expected this year. This plan also affects temporary immigrants, including international students and foreign workers, with numbers decreasing to 446,000 annually by 2025 and 2026, and just 17,400 new non-permanent residents by 2027. The Canadian government has ended its fast-track study visa program known as the Student Direct Stream. This program allowed students from countries like India, the Philippines and China to get their study permits quickly. India is the largest source country of foreign students, with an estimated 427,000 Indian students studying in Canada. This accounts for more than 40% of the international students in Canada, and this means that Canada generates billions of dollars from Indian students. The processing time for students applying for the SDS scheme was significantly shorter, and its approval rates were higher. But everything is going to change now after Canada ended the scheme. Justin Trudeau criticized colleges and universities for using international student programs to boost revenues, and also scammers for taking advantage of vulnerable immigrants with false promises of citizenship. Canada has made another significant change to its visa policies. The automatic 10-year multiple entry tourist visa is no longer available. This means frequent travelers will need to reapply for a tourist visa every time they want to visit Canada. Experts think this change will make it harder for people to get approved for a visa. This is especially true for Indian students and professionals who are already facing challenges. Previously, the 10-year visa was a backup option for those who could not get a student visa or other long-term permits. Now they will have to reapply every time, making the process more complicated and uncertain. The Trudeau government's drastic changes in Canada's immigration policy comes at a time when ties between India and Canada are at its lowest. Remember these visuals? Extremists attacked Hindu Sabha temple in Canada's Brampton. The attack happened even though the Canadian authorities had been requested to provide strong security to the premises. This shows how these extremists enjoy the support of the Trudeau government in Canada. Remember, the relationship between India and Canada took a sharp downturn in September last year when Trudeau alleged that Indian agents might have been involved in the killing of terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. New Delhi rejected the claim outright. Former Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper said that Canada should stop harbouring extremists and jihadists. So not just India, even top politicians within Canada are accusing Trudeau of harbouring extremists. So why has Trudeau not acted against extremism in Canada? The answer may lie in political pressure. Trudeau's Liberal government is trailing in polls ahead of the 2025 election. His Liberal Party is running the government in alliance with the New Democratic Party, or NDP, led by Jagmeet Singh, an extremist sympathizer. So Trudeau simply cannot afford to upset the NDP. Besides this, Trudeau has been facing mounting public pressure over immigration.
You are not Canadian, we are Canadian. This is our country, you are invaders. Go back. You go back.
Anti-immigrant rhetoric and attacks have also been on the rise. And there is also the deepening housing crisis in Canada. Canada's housing market is among the most unaffordable in the world. Many link this with the immigration rates in the country. Canada's new immigration plan shows that Justin Trudeau is responding to mounting public criticism against him and is also acting under electoral compulsions. Only time will tell his political fate and that of his new immigration plan.